Hello everybody, this is Zaya and welcome back to the City Construction Challenge. This is episode 5, I believe now? Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm just grabbing a few things here. So, today we're going to move on to working on a stable for our horses that are around. There's a huge amount of horses around here, like more than I'm used to seeing in Minecraft. A couple things I did off camera. I extended this path, made it a little bit nicer. I made it a little wider here, just nicer to look at. Extended the fence along the side up here. We have a gate right here that leads into this, neighborhood, this district here. Added some slabs just to make, I think it looks nice with the path block, just to make the elevation a little smoother. And I connected it up to the main village path. Now, this village, with the way the building's generated, it's going to take a lot of work to get this looking pretty. Normal Minecraft generation has a habit of being funky like this. Just, weird insets and elevation, things like that. The paths are all over the place. Like this path goes off that way for no reason. And yeah, we got that weird wood dock thing in the water. So it's going to take some work to get this looking ship shape, but we're going to put that off for now. For now, I connected it up with the town. So technically, we have, merged these together, and it's starting to feel more like one cohesive town. I'm not sure if how far we're going to go with, of a makeover we're going to do with this village. I don't know if we're going to redo all the houses to make them look better, or if we're going to keep the style and just, brush up on it, pretty it up a little bit. But like I said, I think we'll put that off for the time being. So, stable. I also extended the path down this way, which is where our stable is going to be. And since we're going to work in this area, let's go ahead and move this guy, who I've yet to name. We'll put him in here for now. That's right. Because this is the area we have to work in for our stable. We have pretty much this entire area. I decided I'm not going to put the town hall here. The town hall is probably going somewhere up there. We'll figure that out eventually. But this is the stable. We have this whole area to build the stable in. And then whatever land does not get used for the stable, we'll add trees and plants and stuff. So we got to figure out how exactly we're going to use this space. And so I just want to start by laying out some stalls. I want to figure out how many stalls we have space for here. Because originally I envisioned this with 6 stalls, so we could have up to 6 horses. But if we could have more, that would be great, because there's a lot of horses around. Or less, that's fine. So let's see. I want... So this is going to be like a rectangular building, probably. It's not going to be a building so much as like stalls with a roof over it. So let's see. If we want each stall to be about 2 blocks wide, and then say 3 deep, that's about the size of a horse, right? No, that's 4 deep. Like a horse can fit in here, right? And then we can have fence across the front maybe, and then we can use hay bales and such to decorate. Let's go sleep real quick. One of these times I'm going to have to not sleep away the night and actually go kill some monsters, get some bone meal. But that day is not today. I am continuing to be cowardly. Haven't died yet, so there's something to be said for cowardice. Let's actually use our horse here. Really need to think of a name for you. I'm just calling you horse for the time being. Let's not kill ourselves. I just want to make sure. So you're going to fit in here, right? How big are horses? Okay, yeah, you'll fit. Is that humane? Okay, you fit in a 2x2 area. I want to give you more than that, though. That doesn't feel strictly humane. So we'll probably put fence here. So each stall would probably be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5x4? Okay. So we can put stalls right up next to each other. I think that's fine. So 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And I can't really go any further here. So that would be 4 stalls. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could go farther back as well. However, if I go back, it starts to get narrower here. So I could do 4 stalls and then around back have a sort of open area for Yeah. So we don't have to keep them in the stalls 100% of the time. We could have stalls in front, for like the horses we take out all the time and like care for, like our named horses. And then out back we could have, a couple horses roaming around. We could have an open stable section with like supplies and, some grazing for them. That could be cool. Okay. All right, for stalls, I think I want to do something like this. I was playing around. I had originally, I put up wooden or these log pillars up every 2 blocks like this, all the way up, and that just felt too much like too much was blocked. I want this to be a fairly open building. It's less of a building you walk in than a covering for stalls. It's a horse house. So I'm making these sort of slanted stalls that are fairly open like this, and then these 2 pillars on the sides. And there'll probably be some on the back as well. It'll be the main structural supports for the roof that's going to slope over. Now I'm trying to figure out like block choice and stuff. Right now it's all wood. I don't like that much. We're obviously going to be adding in like hay bales and coarse dirt and stuff for the stalls themselves to make it feel more like a farm. I'm trying to figure out how we can get more color in. We could try mix in birch wood. Something I want to try real quick with these logs is maybe. You can't make colored trapdoors, can you? No, that was stupid. But if I can cover these with trapdoors, because... Whoops. How does that look? That looks okay. It looks okay. I don't know. I just don't like seeing this texture face up. That's all right. And then we'll have a horse in each of these. And then the back wall. And we could even do double the stalls on the other side if we wanted to. If we wanted 8 stalls instead of 4. And then so what I'm going to do is... Let's see, I can't actually get up there without like that. Okay, so raise up this wall just a little bit more. And then until it meets like the roof, basically. And what we're going to do for the roof is it's going to be sort of half dome shape, a half circle. At least looking at it this way, it's going to be mostly wood slabs, I think, going like this way in a semicircle. It's just going to cover one side of it. I guess before I do that, I have to figure out how large this building's actually going to be. I think if I did another set of stalls, that would be 1, 2, 3 for the stall, and then another for the support. That would extend it. That would extend the building all the way back here. That touches the fence, which isn't great. And just looking at it from the side, yeah, I think it's a bit too big for me. So I think what we'll do instead, so we will have it extend back out a little here, but it'll be like this long wall here with, supplies, horse feed, whatever, a trough maybe. And maybe we can have this be a little fenced-in area for the horses to run around. Okay, so I've been playing around a little bit with the stable. I got half a roof on there, half the front end. Yeah, so what I did for the roof is I did what I was talking about with the sort of sloped semicircle, only I did half of it. I tried alternating birch and oak slabs. I think that looks okay. I want to try to get more colors in there, like the birch. However, I think in order to make that work, I need to get birch into other parts of the building. The shape of the roof itself, I think, looks okay. It kind of gives me, it reminds me of the sloped barn roofs, and that's kind of the feeling I'm going for. Once it's finished, of course, it'll look better. I could maybe do oak trim around the entire side of it to like encase it, like still keep the birch and oak alternating, but do an oak trim around the outside of it. That might look better. I may try that. But for the rest of it, it's all oak. So I gotta figure out how to get more colors in there, maybe more birch. If this was just birch and oak, it would still be a little bland, but yeah, we could make it work. Maybe the back wall, I could trade that out with birch. What I've done around the other end is, we have to go around this way, is I just added another layer here so that we're not right up against the stalls, and then we have this area right here. This will be just an outside back area of the stable with a roof over it. That either it'll have fence posts to tie up horses, but it'll also have like a trough that we'll make. I don't know, other things. We'll have to think of other things to put here just for the horses, and then we'll have this be a free range area. I guess we can go ahead and like fence it off. Trouble is we have like this hill kind of in the way, and we need a way to access that. We can't go around this way because we just go right up against the fence. So we have to go around this way, which means how much space do we have here? Because we have a house, We have the first house we built is right under this hill. I don't actually know how much space we have here, but we do have to carve away just a little bit of the hill in order to actually make a path that goes around here. It looks like we're okay on space here, which is good. We're gonna have to smooth this over to make it look a bit better. But yeah, I'll do that. So basically we'll have a path that goes back here, and then somewhere around here, we'll take our fence and just add a little gate. We could do another one of those archways like that, I suppose, like going up here and connecting to the stable. That could work. We want it to be enclosed though, so well, I mean, we could do. I have this enclosed too. What I did over here is I made a gate and then I just put fence along the bottom and a gate here. It kind of breaks up the path, but I wanted this to remain enclosed. Speaking of which, we have to figure out a name for this like neighborhood / district. But over here, yeah, I suppose we could do the same thing, but less like we just have like a slanted sort of thing that goes up. Oop, there we go, and like connects to the wall here. Something like that. Let's make sure we get a wood piece back there. Yeah, that could work. I suppose. Well, we're gonna have trouble getting horses out then. And we're gonna clip that when we walk if we ride out on horses. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's go ahead. Let's stick it with a simple plan. Just do a base of fence like right here, and we'll have a fence gate somewhere in there. And then back there we'll decorate. Add some grass, flowers, hay, lots of hay for the horses. For right here, what I'm doing for the middle wall is I don't want this top part to like be a full wall. Obviously, we still need support for the roof more than just these pillars. So I'm going to have like fence or stairs or something that's not a full block. Maybe a few pillars of logs up there with like fence in between to support it. Just to, so we can see through it and it doesn't give the appearance of a fully blocked off building. For inside these stalls, I'm going to leave it as fences instead of fence gates. Just because we don't need fence gates to get the horses in and out. What we can do is I think with all horses, we should be able to just jump in and out, and that'll be fine. Like we have enough space here to do that. However, I do want to figure out how we're going to decorate the insides of these stalls. And it's probably going to be a little different for each one. But something we can do that I haven't really done before, I believe, is we can make coarse dirt. So let's grab some more dirt. By combining dirt and gravel, I'm not sure how new this is. I think it's a fairly new recipe. But by combining dirt and gravel, we can make coarse dirt. And that'll work lovely to mix into the beds of our stalls here. Podzol would be amazing too. Unfortunately, I don't have access to Podzol. Eventually, once we get this horse-like breeding system up and running, we should just take a horse and travel like really far in one direction, try to find these building materials. So we have a few options for the ground here. I want to use copious amounts of hay bales, of course. In fact, we should just craft a few more here. We'll want to use coarse dirt. We can mix it in with regular dirt. I'm going to shy away from using grass because that's not what I picture on the floor of barns and such. I picture more like brown, yellow colors. Let's see, what else could we use besides dirt, coarse dirt, and hay bales? I suppose we could also use path blocks. That could work as well. Yeah, okay, so let's say for this one we put hay bale in a corner. Oh, I forgot you orient these too. That's interesting. Let's go like... let's see. These are small enough. I don't want to like put too much hay in here. Let's try that for now. We'll put this will be the stall with the most hay, and then we'll mix in some coarse dirt. We won't put any path blocks in here. Try something like that, and then fence, and that'll be one horse stall. And I don't know if these walls might seem a little too low. Where's our horse guy? I put him back over here because he was getting in the way. I don't know if those walls between the stalls seem too low. I want the horses to be able to see each other, I think, but I don't want them to be able to, like, I don't want it to look like they could just hop over it. Like, how much trouble is this going to be? There we go. Will he walk over that one block space? If there's potential for him to just walk over, No, he won't. Okay, I think horses need a 2 wide gap to move through. So there won't actually be any danger of them going over to other stalls. So I think this is fine how it is. They are able to see each other, but it's slanted up and blocked off. Okay, I like that. Yeah, let's try this one. We'll just have one hay bale in here. We'll use some path blocks, and we'll put the rest as, say, coarse dirt. We could put sand in here, maybe? I'm trying to think of what you would find on the floor of a barn. Oh, yeah, problem with using dirt is that grass is going to spread. We might have to use mainly coarse dirt, at least for the front here. We can maybe sprinkle in a dirt block, like, way back there, where the grass isn't going to spread to it, just to break up the texture a little bit. And then for a front here, we might want to do something that actually separates the coarse dirt from the grass, like a layer of wood or something. Well, I've been working on this for a bit off camera, and I think it's coming along. In fact, I think it's almost finished. I've been doing a lot of work, so let's see. What did I do? For the stalls, I messed around a lot. I ended up adding in there a couple birch planks here and there. Just because I was thinking, like, what would you find on the floor of the barn? You might find planks on the floor of a barn. I don't know. I'm a city guy. You can probably tell. I have no idea. But it looked good, and I liked it. It added a little more contrast, a little bit more color. Mixed up the hay bales and such. For back here, I added pillars for every stall, in between every stall, and then I added fences up there. And that gives... I really like that effect, where you can see through to the other side, but still it gives the impression of a wall that supports the roof. We got, these birch supports here. I was just trying to add in more birch highlights places, just to give this place a little bit more color. It's still just a bit too oak for my taste, but I really don't know how to get, like, more color in there. I don't want to go crazy and just, like, add red stained clay in random places, because I don't know how to get that to work. I'm not a skilled enough builder for that. But, I think it looks okay. The roof shape is all right. It could be, I don't know. I'm not the best at this sort of, like, curved roofature, but I think it looks all right. It gives the impression of a barn, and, that's what I'm going for, the impressions of things. Anything else in front here? I added a line of wood here. Added some stairs back there just to give the back wall some more depth. I think that's all I did around here. If we come around to the other side, I extended the roof out, as you can see. Added this little back area. It's just all path blocks. This area, I'm waiting for grass to grow because I messed up and destroyed a path block here. This is essentially just an area that we can tie up a horse. They can graze on. Imagine this is hay, I suppose. Tried to make this wall interesting as much as possible. And then back here, let's see, do we have any bone meal? I think we might have a little bit. Let's just try to make it seem pasture-like. It's a small pasture, especially depending on how many horses we actually put in there. But I'm thinking, there's only 4 stalls, so we should never have more than 4 horses total, I think, at this stable. So it's totally feasible that, that's a pasture we have, 2 or 3 horses running around in at a time. Let's grab this. Let's go. Hello. Let's see, can we get in here? Yeah, there we go. Do I have a lead? Let's just, okay, so we come in here, we're still letting him graze. Maybe we want to, like, I don't know, groom him a little bit. So we tie him up here, and we brush him. I took horse riding lessons one time, but for some reason, I think the 2 most memorable parts are falling off the horse. I did that a few times. Was probably kicked by the horse once as well. And grooming the horse. Riding the horse, I don't remember a lot of that. But yeah, lots of grooming the horse. We can do that here. There's only 3 back here, but whatever. Yeah, so we can set them back here, and then there's a pasture. Let's get some bone meal here. Now, let's see. We'll leave a few grass things. I don't want it to be like a super. It shouldn't be super grassy because logically most of the horses will have eaten the grass. I would say, but we should probably get rid of most of the flowers too. But we can use these for outside the pasture. I'll let, like, that rose stay. But we should get rid of most of the grass. Like, that's good, probably. Yeah, okay. And then we can add in some extra hay bales in places. Like maybe one there. We can just do a pile there for now. I can make some more later, farm some more wheat. But yeah, I really want this to be fixed. Something we should do as well. I think that's like pretty much done. We'll want to extend the path as well towards here. I'm probably just going to have it like spread this way and then go around here to show that there's a passage back there. And we'll have like a fence gate so we can get back there as well. Let's just do all these tiny things real quick. Something else I want to do. Let's grab a sign. We have to name this place, this like district or whatever. What do we call it? What do we call it? Riverside, I guess. That's a pretty easy name. It's by a river. It's a riverside. All the houses are right by the river. Riverside neighborhood? No. District? Is it really big enough to be a district? Villa? I don't know. Let's go district. We can, if we decide this doesn't qualify as a district later, we can always change it. But here we go, Riverside District, and this area is pretty much finished. I just want to add like some more flowers and stuff around the area, and we'll be pretty good. So did I pick up any? Yeah, I got some more daisies and such. Yeah, I'll probably run through here with bone meal one more time once I finally achieve that. Let me just run around and fix these last few things, like add path and fence gate, and fix any nagging details about the stable, and then I'll be right back. All right, I think I've got it looking as good as I'm going to get it at the moment. So right here, I extended the path a bit. Here, I'm going to do that. Okay, yeah, so and I mixed in some coarse dirt just so it wasn't all path. Just kind of, I don't know, give the impression maybe this is horse-trodden land. Added a hay bale out front. I still want to add like more flowers and grass around this area. I just don't have bone meal to do that. Let's see. So around here we got a little fence gate. There's a little path that leads around this way. And then here we come into the field, the field proper, the pasture. Added some more hay. Still waiting for this single grass piece to grow so I can fix that little area. But yeah, I don't think I did too much else. Just a few grass things and added hay around here. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how this build turned out. It was my first time trying to build something like this. I think it works out. What we got to do next is, I guess, tame some horses and get them in here. Actually populate this area. But for that, I'll probably want a couple more saddles, and maybe some name tags would be nice. But I think before next time, I'll breed some horses just to have them in there, make it seem populated. But the main project we're going to have to tackle next time is the town hall, which is a project I've been putting off since we entered stage 2. Just because it's going to be, I don't know, it seems intimidating. But it's going to work out. Let's try to get some different angles on this. Let's go up into the tower. But yeah, I'm going to have to brainstorm for ideas for that, because that is going to be our next project, which will start Monday, I believe, because this episode comes out on Friday. If you're not aware. Yeah, the roof doesn't look great from on top. Maybe I can do some things on the roof. Oh, no, we're not going to see the roof too much from on top. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Let's go to the other tower. If you don't know, City Construction Challenge, the schedule is Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. PST. And then Saturday, no videos come out. And then Sunday, special non-city... What are you doing in here? Non-City Construction Challenge related video comes out. Oh, it doesn't look that bad from this angle. Yeah, maybe I can do something to make the roof look better, like put like ridges across it or something. I don't know, maybe something to break it up so it doesn't look so flat, I suppose. But, you know, we can make improvements as we go on. We don't have to get it all right the first try. I predict, or at least I hope, my building skills get better as we go through this challenge. So maybe, like, we'll look back at this area and kind of groan at some point how bad everything is when we're, like, onto the 4th stage and we're building, like, castles and skyscrapers and things like that. But yeah, that's going to be about it for today. And thank you for watching. See ya.